Oh, hello and welcome. This is Neferkefri, and I'll be doing the reading for the month of July. I pull 3 cards on each week of the month to discover what the energies are going to be that will be available to us. And July has got 5 weeks, so that's going to be a 15-card reading. I am using the Soul Cats Tarot by Lisa Robertson with artwork by Adam Ohlers. It is published by Llewellyn. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous deck. Very nice guidebook with full page, full color illustrations of every card. So they are larger than life. I love it. This is what the card backs look like. I apologize for the glare from my ring light. That will disappear as I do the reading. I will be tilting the cards ever so slightly to eliminate the glare. Now I just go ahead and shuffle on camera. All of my readings are done that way, so you can tell the cards are pulled completely at random, pulled on camera. So here we go. My method is I shuffle 5 times, cut the deck into 3 piles, and draw the reading from the middle pile. So that was one shuffle for the month of July for the collective. That is 2. 5. All right, so we have week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and week 5. Now I'm just going to stack them all in order so I don't have these cards laying all over my table here, distracting us from the reading for each of the 5 weeks for the month of July 2026. And I will zoom in just a little bit here, actually quite a bit. There we go. And I'm going to turn them over. I do not read reversals, so if anything comes up reversed, I will turn it around. The reason I do not read reversals is because artwork is not meant to be looked at upside down. And there's enough cards in a 78 card tarot deck that if something is coming up that needs our extra attention or might have some sort of negative aspect to it, there's enough cards in the deck to convey that message. Okay, so for the first week of July, we have the Page of Swords, the Two of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. Right off the bat, with having 2 cards of the Swords suit. The Swords suit is ruled by the element of air, which governs matters pertaining to the mind, our thoughts, dreams, worries, fears, nightmares, that sort of thing. So this means that many of us will be deep in our thoughts for the first week of July. And here we have this cat on the Two of Cups, and you see how it's gazing into these goblets here? Again, lost in thought. It conveys that same message. Now, the Page of Swords. Pages are young people, typically in the court cards, or they can be much like the aces in that they represent the newer energies of that particular suit. And again, like I said, swords, matters pertaining to the mind. The Page of Swords often can indicate a student. If you're not in some sort of academic environment, then it could indicate you are developing your own curriculum to study on your own. It could also mean undertaking a new topic for study. You know, perhaps you want to learn about something new, and so you're looking into getting books on that. You're looking for videos online like YouTube and perhaps courses available online. You know, you're interested in expanding your knowledge, improving upon your existing skill set. That's what I'm seeing with this card. And now the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups, the suit of cups is governed by the element of water. And water rules over our emotions. And therefore, it also is strongly related to interpersonal relationships, not just romance, any type of relationship. And it's also the suit of creativity. And the Two of Cups traditionally represents a couple who are in the early stages of dating. They're just getting to know one another. And so there's that strong pull toward one another, that strong attraction. And you've got here, which I think is really kind of weird, you've got Japanese fighting fish in these goblets having to be kept separated, because if you put two of these fish in the same bowl, they're going to kill each other. So why the artist chose Japanese fighting fish, I do not know. But anyway, that's what we have here. And we've got all these roses. Roses are symbolic of love and romance. They can also represent fidelity. And we have the cat here who's kind of lounging, looking down into the goblets, gazing at these fish. So following following the Page of Swords here, the Two of Cups is indicating whatever this new topic of study you're undertaking, or maybe if you're already a student, you're thinking of changing majors, or maybe even changing university, for example, it'll be a good fit for you. Whatever it is that you're contemplating studying or switching to will be a good fit, and you should do it. It would make for a good match, is what this card is saying, the Two of Cups. And it's also going to be a time of feeling dreamy, of, pondering your own future and daydreaming about the life you wish to have, the life you wish to create. All that is going to coalesce, during the first week of July as you get moving on that. And then we have the Ten of Swords, and that's the fly in the ointment. Again, as I said previously, swords are the mind, everything pertaining to the mind and to the intellect. The Ten of Swords in particular represents our fears and our worries. And traditionally, the imagery on the Ten of Swords is of a figure laying on the ground, face down, with 10 swords protruding from their back, and they're in a pool of their own blood. It is not a pretty picture. And the traditional meaning of the Ten of Swords is some sort of betrayal. Here, we don't get that such strong imagery. We do have a grave here. We've got a tombstone. The swords are in the ground, so presumably protruding into the body of whoever is buried here. And then we have this cat. And, you often hear stories of the dog who doesn't leave its owner's side once the owner's been buried. The dog is at the grave every day, sort of thing. Well, you get that similar idea here. And so what it's saying is that, you wanting to study this new topic or go off in this new direction, it's probably resulting from some type of a betrayal you suffered. Someone along the way perhaps stabbed you in the back. I know I had quite a few friends at the university level that changed majors because they had such difficulties with professors in their departments being just totally unreasonable. It was a very similar situation. It could be something like that. Or it could even be a period of healing because, the tombstone here, it represents rest, rest in peace, we say when someone passes away. And it could just be that you just need to slow down a little bit, gather up your resources, and think things through. You might be in a little bit of a rush. Take things a little bit slower, and everything should come together. So that is the first week of July. I'll set them up here to the side. At the end, I'll lay them all out and zoom out so you can see them, and I will look for patterns. These are the energies I am seeing for the month of July 2026. If you've enjoyed this reading, please give the video a like. That helps YouTube to get my video out in front of new people, and the algorithm will hopefully pick it up, show it to more people. And if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I invite you to do so. Also over on Substack, of course, the paid members were able to see the entire reading. The free members were only able to see the first week. If you'd like to subscribe over there and become a paid member, it's only $11.11 a month. And you get this and more. Go check out my link and you'll see what I have to offer there. I thank you all for watching. I'm Nefer Keferi, the Cozy Intuitive Creative. Thank you for being here. Wishing you a blessed month ahead.